Hello everyone, I'm AwesomeGuy and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD Hero Mode 6 Heart Run. And last time, we took on Lanayru with the Linear Mining Facility and, well, we were able to get ourselves the harp from Zelda, which we can now use in order to open up things and we can play music with it. In this episode of this series, it's gonna be a long one. Just prepare, guys. It's gonna be a long episode. I hope you guys are ready for this. I apologize for the delay in this series. It's been a minute since I last uploaded this series, but yeah, I'm back with this playthrough. Yeah, it's been a minute, but I've been working on the series a lot. I've been working on the series quite a bit. I'm working on Skyward Sword a lot. And yeah, I've been trying to figure out how I want to structure this and all that. So I am now starting this episode now. In this one, we're taking the Imprison. For the very start of this episode, we're taking on the Imprison Woods. Yeah, we're taking on the Imprison. Fun times. Yeah, we're taking on the Imprison just to kick off this episode, and then we're gonna be starting the Sacred Flame quests. So this episode is every Sacred Flame in one video. I haven't done a video this big before, but we're doing it. And yeah, also, yeah, Groose is gonna fall on top of us, so that's fun. Yeah, Groose is gonna fall on top of us, yeah. Cool. Yep. Yeah, Groose wants to track down Zelda and all that. He's gonna fail too. He's gonna majorly fail. But basically, this might be the biggest video I've ever worked on because this episode, it's not gonna be one Sacred Flame after the next. It's not gonna be like my no shield challenge run. My no shield challenge run was every Sacred Flame in its own episode. This video is every single Sacred Flame in one video. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and just keep watching through. It's gonna be a long one. Alright, now we gotta play in time with this. So fun. Yay. And yeah, I find it interesting how they make this scene unskippable. Like, I guess because it's your first time using the harp, it's an unskippable cutscene. But like, it would be nice if the game recognizes you've beaten this game before, but literally spamming X. You guys can't really tell, but literally spamming X. I'm spamming, yeah. Finally, guys, our very first harp song has been learned. And yeah, now they get a time, and now things are going very wrong because we need to face the Imprison for the first time. So yeah, fun times, guys, fun times. Here goes nothing. Gotta strike in the sealed spike. Oh, boom, bam. First time, now we gotta do this 2 more times. Yeah, we gotta strike it in 2 more times. We all know this by now. This game's been out for how long? We know this by now. Now, a cheese strat I really want to use. A cheese strat that I actually love to use in this fight. Hold on. No! You've got to be kidding me. You've got that sort of... Hold on. Hold on, buckaroo. Hold on, dude. Hold on. You're getting a little too close there, buddy. You're getting a little too close there, buddy. Okay, we're good. Boom. That's a nice cheat I'd like to use. I mean, you can't use it for every phase. You can't always jump on his head and do that every single time. You just can't. The game won't let you do that every time for future imprisoned attempt. Alright, now time for the last time with striking the sealed spike in his head. Oh, shit! I did not mean to. We don't talk about that, guys. We don't talk about that, okay? We don't talk about that whiff right there. Yeah, no, we don't talk about that, okay? Alright, and imprisoned your dad! There we go. Very first time facing the Imprison in this challenge run in the series. Not too bad. The future times get so much worse in the later points of facing this dude, but there we go. First time, we did it. This is also, I mean, if you didn't know, this is also I'm literally pressing the X button. It's literally unskippable, but anyway. That's that, we're done. Now time for a scene that I love in this game. Something I love in this game is this. Yeah, it's pretty dang nice. Now. Boom. Here's the fun part. Wait for it. Wait. And... Yeah, that's the theme I was talking about. Yeah, that's the music I was talking about. Anywho, there we go. Now we must go into the, yeah, Sacred Flames. Cool. Return to Skyloft. Oh, boy. Wait, I actually forget. Oh, yeah, because we learned the song. Now we gotta return to Skyloft, boys. Okay, back to Skyloft we go. And now we need to speak to the headmaster so we can figure out why we need this song. You know, why do we have this song? Well, it's for a very specific reason, because this song will lead us to the Thunder Cloud, the Thunderhead, and really the Thunder Cloud, and then we'll be able to play music there and figure out where the Sacred Flames are located. So yeah, we gotta talk to the headmaster first off. I'll see you guys once, you know, we progress more than this. Okay, I just wanted to show this off. I never knew this was a thing. Like, for all the times I've played through Skyward Sword, I never knew this was a thing. Sitting on this bench will give you, like, a general overview of this whole area. That's neat, actually. Wait, that's so neat. I never noticed this in the game because, you know, I never sat on this bench. That's interesting. And cool. That's a neat little detail, Nintendo. Thanks for the detail. Dude, that's neat. That's actually so nice. Yeah, now we gotta get Gondo's robot working. So, yeah, now we need his robot. And, yeah, take mine. And there we go. Now, we use the robot to head down to Eldin, get the fan, bring it up to Skyloft, use the propellers to then, you know, activate the light tower on Skyloft, and then we can enter the Thunder Cloud. So, yeah. And now with the propeller in place, we can blow on it, and now it's time to activate the light tower so we can access the Thunderhead / Thunder Cloud, and, you know, just be able to move on from here, access the Isle of Songs. We all know how this goes. I mean, we've played Skyward Sword before. This game's been out for how long now? Like, decades? Like, Skyward Sword, we know how this game goes. It should be no real surprise here. Now, I'm gonna let go now. Perfect. And now, we just need to activate the other propeller. Alright, now time for this one. Just same thing, and the light tower shall be opened. Well, we'll need to climb the tower in the first place to activate the light tower, but you get the point. And there we go, and that's that. This is actually a really cool scene in the game. I actually, like, I'll be honest, I love this part of the game. I just playing the music with Fi. I love this part of the game. It's so nice. It's just hearing the music. I love Skyward Sword. I mean, like, Skyward Sword has such an amazing OST in the Zelda series. I love this game, dude. I love this game. It's just a great game. Like, if you say Skyward Sword is a bad game, then who are you? Like, if you say the OST is bad, who are you, bro? Anyway, yeah. Now we gotta strum and play some music with Fi. A nice song, man. Such a good song in this game. And there we go. Now it's time to open up the Thunder Cloud, which, yeah, will allow us to access the Isle of Songs and move on from here. And there we go. And here we are inside the Thunderhead. Now we just need to learn a song and we'll be on our... Okay, whoa, relax. Enemies, chill. Now we gotta hit things and push this, and then, yeah, we'll be on our way to, I guess, completing this. I'm gonna just get going, I guess. Alright, after a lot of just figuring this out, got it. It just took a couple minutes, not very long, but there we go. Finally figured it out. Align them. Now they will permanently stay aligned. No worries, you don't have to constantly align them every time you come here. They're permanently aligned now. But it is time for our very first song. So yeah, time to learn our very first song, y'all. Let's go ahead and learn the first song for the very first Sacred Flame in the game. Here Goes Nothing. And to be honest, this is like my second favorite or least favorite out of the three. Actually, probably my second favorite. My least favorite is Nehru's. Favorite is Din's. I'm just pointing that out right now. Alright, now it's time to locate the Sacred Flame Gate, which is going to be, of course, in Faron. So, Yeah. God damn. Yeah, to Pharaon we go. And here we go into Pharaon, where the sacred flame where the sacred flame will be found. Now I'm pretty sure we went God damn. I saw with the cold weather lately. With the cold weather, I mean at the time of recording this episode, the cold weather is kind of brutal. So yeah, now we need to douse and well, yeah, the thing is right here. So, big thing about the Sacred Flames. Silent Realms. For the Sacred Flames, you gotta do Silent Realms, and then get an item from that, and yeah, you get an item from the Silent Realm to be able to access where the temple is for the Sacred Flame. Alright, well, let's get the Sacred Flames, shall we? Let's get the Sacred Flames. I guess for this, I'm just gonna be cutting to each, part we get. I forget what they're called because I haven't played this game in so long. Like, I've not played Skyward Sword in so long, but I guess I'll cut to each part I collect. And well, you all know I have to show this off. I think I'll be showing this off for every single Silent Realm. I have to show this off. And well, into the Silent Realm we go! I have to show it off, okay? I have to. It's mandatory in this playthrough. Alright, after Fi's very long explanation, I wish the game would recognize when you've beaten the game a few times so that it won't have Fi constantly explain stuff to you, but either way, I'll be cutting to each one of these I collect, and yeah, now time for things to get scary because the Guardians are awakening. Oh boy, they're awakening. Well, too bad, so sad. You're not awakening to me. Okay, teaser for I'll be cutting to each one I get, so on we go. But there we go. We cleared every tier for the Pharaoh Silent Realm, and we are done. Now time to get ourselves the item that will allow us to, you know, go underwater, I believe, and just have some fun. So yeah. And there we go. Got the water dragon scale now. We can move on. And now it's time for, I believe, the ancient cistern. So exciting stuff. Yes, now I recall we're supposed to use slingshot to shoot at this sleeping man. And then we make way to Lake Floria. Alright, and now time to carve the symbol into the door. Yeah, now it's time to actually carve the symbol, which is gonna be like a little circle. Pretty much this. That's a pretty sad circle, but the game actually takes it. Wow. That was genuinely kind of a bad circle. I'm surprised, but the game took it. Doesn't take artistic talent for the game to accept your drawing. But there we go. Now, on to Lake Floria. Now, genuinely, I forget about how tough this section can be, but I don't feel the need to show off very much this section. I mean, we've played this game so many times. I'm just gonna cut to the key points. We just faced a lot of sharks and enemies in this section. I'll just cut to when we get to the water dragon herself. Because, yeah, we gotta follow this guy, and, yeah. I'm just gonna cut to when we get to the water dragon herself. And then we just gotta get her water basin filled up. So, see you guys in a bit. Alright. Well, let's go and speak to her. And, yeah, now... water dragon, yeah. Yeah. Now we need to get the water for her basin, which is going to be from the very first temple in the game, and then we're going to come back here, so, yeah. Basically now, yeah. So I'm pretty sure we have an empty bottle on us, unless we don't, then we need to go get one. But, I mean, yeah. I got an empty bottle, perfect. Now, behind her is the entrance to the temple, though, again, we cannot access it without her, you know, being kind of restored, her strength and all. But we need to hit the very first temple of the game, and, yeah, as you can tell, yeah, we literally cannot get through without her. So, I will see you guys once again, once I have the sacred water from the, very first temple in the game, and then I'll see you guys back here. So I'll see you guys once I get the water, and I'll see you guys once I'm back at the water dragon to help her, and then we can move on. Alright, now time for the tough part. Before I cut to us getting the sacred water, I want to show off this fight, because this is a pretty significant fight, and I might actually struggle here. It depends, but I might actually struggle here. I mean, I don't play Skyward Sword often. I don't play this game very often. I do want to replay through this game. I am planning to replay through Skyward Sword HD, but here's the tough part. These guys. Yeah. Alright. I'll go. Boom! All three are down, and just like that, we can now access the water. Yeah, this gives you a heart container, but I'm not picking that up, because again, this is a 6-heart run, not a 7-heart run. I'm not picking up the heart container, no. Sorry, game, but I'm not picking that up. And here's the sacred water, with Link being covered by the water, so the camera can barely notice him, but we do have the water. Now we'll see you guys back at the water dragon. Alright, now here we're back at the water dragon now. We just need to, pour the water on her. So there you go. Pretty simple. Now, if you do waste the water, if you do just try pouring it on yourself, then you will have to go back and get it again. You have to have the game make Link pour, otherwise it literally will not work for whatever reason. But yeah. There we go. Nice. Now time to access the next one, which is the Ancient Cistern. So fun. Alright, now it's going to take on the Ancient Cistern, which is the next temple in this game for the very first Sacred Flame. This temple is an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. Yeah. It's a fun one. It's definitely a fun one, I'll say that. Now time for this puzzle. Boom, boom, boom. Never mind. There we go. Yeah, you can literally just guess it. There's no need to solve puzzle or anything. You can literally just guess it, and there you go. Pretty interesting and simple. I'm pretty sure I showed this off in my shield run as well, my no shield run. So, yeah, interesting how things, coincide and how the playthroughs show the same things. Anyway, and now we're gonna get ourselves the chest, which I believe will contain a small key, so we can head through that door, and that door will lead to a mini boss fight. And yep, there's a small key. So yeah, a little fun fact for you all. That very first locked door we saw in pretty much the center of the room, that leads to a mini boss fight, which is gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so fun, guys. And yeah, fun fact, this mini boss will actually give us the item of the temple. So yeah, this is gonna give us the item of the temple. This is a stronger Stalfos. So I'm not too scared, to be honest. Maybe I should be. But I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what to think, honestly. Alright, second phase. It's interesting how he only deals half a heart. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. I'm surprised that he only deals half a heart. Oh yeah, I forgot I battled the fairy. Okay, we're okay. So yeah, basically, his swords will deal a lot more damage once he gets to this phase. He will deal a lot more damage. Oh jeez, this is a little terrifying. There we go. I am so happy. I grabbed a fairy on our way out from the Forest Temple. I am so happy that I grabbed a fairy, because holy crap. Also, yes, there are different levels to this statue. This lowest level will give you the item, which is the whip. And then that door that led us out to the main big area, that was the upper door. But anyway, here's the whip. Now we can use this to, activate water spouts, and pretty much this helps us with the rest of the temples. So the rest of the temple is pretty self-explanatory, I'm not gonna lie. I also don't know what else I want to show off. All the way up will lead you to where the boss door is. Going all the way up will lead you to where the boss door is, though we're not doing that yet. Not quite yet. What we want to do is actually... Okay, first I want to do this. Even though it's a little sketchy, not gonna lie. No! Okay, hold on. We don't talk about that death, okay? We don't talk about that death. We don't talk about that, okay, guys? I forget what exactly that does, but it does something, all right. I cannot believe that I freaking died like that. I genuinely cannot believe I just died like that. I have no words, y'all. I literally have no words. I'm disappointed and also just like shocked all at the same time. It's like I literally don't know how to feel. Now here comes kind of the fun part of the temple. Here comes kind of the fun part. With this, we're gonna be going into a freaking whirlpool. Yeah, we're gonna be entering a whirlpool for this. Now you can die, and so can you. So can both of you. And now time to create the whirlpool. Yeah, time to have the whirlpool go spinny spin. Now we need to enter. Now here is the interesting part of the temple. This is my favorite part of this temple, I'm not gonna lie. This is my favorite part about the ancient cistern. We dive down, and you think this temple is all holly jolly, a cool water temple in a Zelda game? Here's the interesting part. Yeah, it gets real dark. It gets real dark. We are in a very interesting section of this temple. We're in a very interesting section. Time for us to be on our merry way. We don't even need to bother with this guy. The funny part is we don't even need to bother with this guy. Yeah, here is the interesting section. This is the undead part. Literally the undead part. Yeah, this is where the boss key is. So, this is an interesting section to say the least. Yeah. It's an interesting section to say the least. We need to get to where the boss key is. You might be wondering, well, how do we do that? Well, it's pretty freaking simple. It's not hard. Watch me say that and watch me struggle with this. Like, just watch it happen. It's gonna happen. First, let's... Hey, who said you could be so rude? Okay, hold on. Link, please. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure you can leap downward. I'm pretty sure you can leap downward, but... who knows, I guess Link is just being dumb for whatever reason. Now this creates a huge shortcut. Literally a massive shortcut. So, yeah. Now, we do this, and this will lower the statue, enabling us to enter the underworld region. So, yeah. We enter the underworld section. So now we enter, and these are undead bokoblins. Yeah, these guys are like literally undead bokoblins. Very fun. I'm just gonna ignore you all if you don't mind. I'm just gonna ignore you guys. Now, they will actually grab onto you if you let them. They will literally latch onto you. The only way to kill them is with a fatal blow. You literally cannot kill them otherwise. You have to kill them with a fatal blow, otherwise they literally will not die. So that's fun. And now here's what I like to call the most terrifying section of this place, in my personal opinion. This is the most terrifying section of the ancient cistern, in my wholehearted opinion. Now here's a pretty nice shortcut, which I believe we will be using. Now this, you can see bones all over. Well, try climbing this, and yeah, these guys, and the bones will start to chase after us on this thread. Yeah, really fun. Really fun. Love it. It's great. You just want to hurriedly climb up. They will chase you. I have to show this part off. It's so interesting. And yeah, right when we're almost at the end, he's going to latch onto us as well. But time to climb up into the light. I see the light. Yeah. Here's this. And now, time to create a pretty big shortcut. And there you are. Now we're back down here, and this time, it's about to be a whole lot of fun, y'all. It's about to be a whole lot of fun. Basically, since we rose the statue out of the ground, now we have... Hold on. Hold on. Oh, yep. Now we got this, which is the boss chest. So this is a pretty fun part. This is basically where the statue will come down and crush us. See, now that head statue is gonna come down and attempt to crush us, and all you want to do is run past, and there you go. Now it's gonna crush all those zombie goblins. You can murder them. And now we head inside and get ready to take on the boss. And there you go. And like I said, now we get ready to take on the boss of the Ancient Cistern, which is a fun one, I'll say. A very fun one. I enjoy it. To be honest, I don't know what to expect in terms of this temple. I don't know what to expect in terms of the boss. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know just generally what to expect for this. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's just hope I don't die and get a game over. Let's just hope so. So, alright. There we go. Now onwards to, I would say the depths of hell, but we've already kind of been there. I would say depths of hell, but we've already kind of been there, so now it's on to the skies of heaven. And now here we go into the funnest part of this temple, the boss. Alright, now to the second phase of this boss fight. I will be showing off each of the bosses for this run, just so you guys know I will be showing off the bosses. And now it's for the second phase, which is arguably, not the toughest, but tougher. Alright, now time for the third phase, and arguably the scariest phase. Yeah, now it's time for arguably the scariest phase in this boss fight. I did already use my fairy, so we're gonna see how this goes. Alright, got some hits in. Genuinely a little bit terrifying. Alright. My best strategy was just getting up close when I had the sword, so that way he would touch, so I have the opportunity to go in, and there we go! I didn't want us getting hit at all. There we go! The boss Ancient Cistern is down. Not a typical boss. None of the bosses are truly that hard in Skyward Sword, but there we go. Now time for our very first Sacred Flame. Well, now it's time for the thumbnail of the episode. Now it's time for the thumbnail of this episode for the Sacred Flames, as this episode is containing all the Sacred Flames. So we're only about like 1/3 into the episode, so yeah, we still got a bit to go. But here's the very first Sacred Flame. Now, yeah, I may have cut past the animation. I apologize, guys. For the other two, I will not cut past the animation. I'll let it play so I can show it off for the episode. Either way, now it's time for the next region of the next Sacred Flame, which I believe is the Elden region. I do believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Elden region's next. I'm pretty dang certain. Either way, yeah. On to Elden, I guess, or whatever region's next. Alright, now it's headed back to the Isle of Songs to head to the next area for the next Sacred Flame. So it's the Isle of Songs we go. Now for the fun of learning the next song, which is personally kind of my least favorite. I'll be honest, this next song is kind of my least favorite of the three for the Sacred Flames. My favorite is the final one we'll be getting, but here's to the next. Now on to the Trial Gate, because we know the song, off we go! And now time for the Silent Realm, which will give us the item, which will allow for such better traversal, more mobility, and allow us to get plenty more chests and things in the game. Anyway, let's do the Silent Realm. And you already know, I got showed off every time. Wait! Tumbleweed, come on. Yes, let's go. I wanted to get it, okay? Anyway. Let's go! Alright, time for the fun to begin. I'll be cutting to each tier I get. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now time to get the item which will allow us to make our way to the next temple for the next sacred flame. And in general, help us out a lot. Here we go. Second Silent Realm in the game done. Only 2 more left in the whole game. There we go. Now for the claw shot. Nice. And we're only missing like 1 more item, which we're getting from the next temple, which is the sun ship. So yeah, here goes nothing. Great shortcut. Now we make our way through here. As this will lead us to where we must go next. So off we go. Yonder caves, yay. And now there's Lunar Sand Sea, another new area. But yeah, here we are. This is the next major area where we will be locating basically the sand ship in order to move on. So hope you guys are excited for this. It's gonna be so exciting. Alright, now we talk to this guy and the Nader's Flame. What? Yeah, we know all this information already. I wish you could skip it when playing these Zelda games, but you know what? Oh well, so be it, I guess. Why not? Yeah. Off we go to sail the 7 seas on this ship. I'll help. Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's be off. Honestly, I'm just gonna cut to each location as we get to it. Like, I'm just gonna cut to each place because there's no point showing off the entire traversal. We've done this so many times in Skyward Sword. I'm just gonna cut to when I get to each place. So here's Skipper's Retreat. Yeah, we just gotta get a map from all the way up there. So yeah, this won't be that bad. It won't be too bad. At least I don't think so. And I forgot that I'm using... I've been playing Resident Evil so much. Like Resident Evil Requiem. This video's gonna be released like way later. I don't know when I'm gonna be releasing this video because I'm still working on recording this episode, which is a Sacred Flame episode. But... you know, just Resident Evil, I've been loving that game. It's a great game, I gotta say. It's a fantastic game. It's fabulous. And it's very addicting. Normally, I'm not a fan of horror games, but what do you know? I'm into Resident Evil now, so... Wait! I thought Link would run through them, not allow himself to get caught by them and get electrocuted. Okay, Link, can you please claw shot onto the damn plant? Thank you. Claw shot. Link, go! I'm gonna die over here. Alright. Finally made it, and now... I've shown this stuff off before. I feel no need to show it off again. I am going to heal... shut up. Is Fi really telling me to wait to heal? Okay, critters die. Just perish. I am not in the... Creatures? Did you not see me just kill your friends? Did you not see me just murder your friends? Oh my god, these men are egregious. Okay, I'm gonna heal and then we're getting the map. Alright. Now we have the map and now it is time to return to Skipper. And then I will cut when we get to the next location and do whatever there. Alright, we are now here at the shipyard, which has a pretty fun minigame, I'm not gonna lie. It does have a fun minigame in Skyward Sword, but we're not gonna be doing it because we have a main mission to do, which is get to the sand ship and get the next Sacred Flame. So, yeah. I'm just gonna be showing off key points of this. So, yeah. And we're at the pirate stronghold. Yay! Yeah, this is a fun part. This is before the actual sand ship, and I mean, arguably can be kind of a difficult, tricky area to maneuver, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, I'll see you guys once we're done with this area, or just, you know, when there's a significant point to show off. So, holy fuck me. What the f are you doing, Link? There we go. Holy hell. Jesus. Oh, nope. Die. Die. Thank you. No, 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 no. Yes. Yes. Holy shit. I'm f***ing downright terrified, dude. Can you, like... There we go. Alright! This area is now done. Pyre Stronghold is done. Low-key a little terrifying. I'm not gonna lie, a little terrifying. Just not fun to deal with. I might leave in the parts where I freak out. Honestly, just for the fun of it, I might leave in the parts where I freak out. I might leave in that in editing. Because there are plenty of moments where I got terrified. Because, I mean, I'm one shot. I'm literally one shot. Like, we're on hero mode right now. I am one shot. So if I get hit once by anything, I'm just dead. So you can imagine how scared I would be fighting B-most and all these enemies who can shoot me from afar. Pop a save. I'm gonna go check for a stool to heal up, and then I'll be back when we're at the next new area. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next new area unless I find a stool. And now we found the ship. Now to just shoot after it. So yeah. Now to just shoot. Oh wait, whoa. Hold on. And there we go. Pretty simple. You just follow. Sometimes it can be tricky, because it can actually get away from you. I've had that happen a couple other files of mine, but either way. Now it's time to board the very next temple of this challenge run, which will truly test me. Yeah, I'm going to be cutting throughout this temple to just significant parts, so yeah, I guess look forward to it. I mean, this isn't a very tricky temple, it's more so just... I don't even know the right word to use. It's not very difficult, like what... It's not a hard temple. I would say the mini-boss and the boss of this temple are arguably the hardest parts of this dungeon by far. It's just sometimes the puzzle solving can be tricky, but not even that tricky. Not even extremely tricky. It's just somewhat tricky. Now with this door, I'm gonna try and cheese it. Wow, I got that. Ah, shoot. Okay, hold on. Damn. Dang, man. I don't know how I got that, but somehow I did. What? I don't know anymore. I really don't know anymore, but I mean, I got it, so I'll take it. I did it through brute force. That's the best way to do a Legend of Zelda puzzle. Either way, here's Smokey. See you guys in a significant segment. Now time for y'all to see just how poorly I do on this boss fight. This is gonna go great. This is gonna go fantastically. Yeah, now time to see how I do on this boss fight. I'm gonna do horribly, guys. I'm gonna do this terribly. I'm not gonna do a good job. I'm just letting y'all know now. Just don't get your hopes up. Do not get your hopes up, for the love of God. Just don't get your hopes up. This boss fight, I mean, it's not a hard one. It's not hard. It's definitely more of a mini boss. It is not difficult whatsoever. Oh, you thought, Buckaroo. And there we go. We're done. Not a hard boss in Skyward Sword at all. Like, this is a very easy mini-boss. Potentially the hardest mini-boss, maybe, but I mean, if you know your parry timing in this game, it's not difficult. Like, timing your parry in Skyward Sword arguably has to be, like, the easiest parries in Zelda, besides maybe Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. Like, Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom expanded upon parrying, but, I mean, yeah, now we got the bow and arrow, the main item of the temple. Nice. And now the ship is back in time. This is the main mechanic of this dungeon, going back and forth in time. And now I cut to significant points yet again. Alright, now before we activate this thing, we need to kill this guy. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised I got that sprint attack off. I thought for sure I was gonna get electrocuted by him, and I'm shocked. But hey. Now this very first one is activated. Now time for the latter half of this temple, which is more activating things and running around, and it just gets chaotic. And this opens up a fairly big portion. We open up these little windows, and now we can use that boat to come down pretty nicely and easily. And now, after using the bow, going back in time, all that stuff now, we go back into the future? I don't know anymore, man. So let me just shoot an arrow at the time drift crystal, and now we can stick our sword into a hole. What hole, you might ask? This one. And then boom. That might have come out wrong. I don't care. Now time for this. Now time for this fun part where I'm not going to go quiet because I don't want to risk getting crushed. But now we wait. Now we run. And now we wait. And now we run. Really, game? Really, game? For real? I could swear to you I was not under that thing's shadow. I could swear to you I wasn't. But okay, I guess. Oh, that was also a close call. Alright, we good. And I love to do this every time I play Skyward Sword, and I showed this off in my original walkthrough, but here's the loot room! The loot room where you get yourself a bunch of great treasure in one, especially some rare stuff that you normally would not find very easily. This is a great room. Whenever you play Skyward Sword, no matter what, you want to go through this room because it is so dang helpful. You know what? If you're doing like a very weird and oddly specific challenge run, then sure, don't go to this room. But more times than not, you want to visit the treasure room because it's the treasure room. Who wouldn't want to visit the damn treasure room? I mean, look at what we're getting. It's the treasure room. Who wouldn't want this much treasure? And finally, another evil crystal. So lots of evil crystals. Very nice. Alright, and now they're going to give us the key. And there we go. Now we can head off for the main captain's room and get ready to end things off in this dungeon. It's a pretty quick temple. It's not long. If you know what you're doing, all the temples in this game are pretty freaking short. Either way, we got one thing left. One final thing left. Now it's time for the one door that was locked to us before, which is this door right here. And now it's time for the true latter half of this temple, the pretty much final part of it. Yeah, this is arguably the easiest, but also kind of the trickiest part of this temple. It's kind of a mix for me, honestly. I have mixed feelings on this section. It gave me some trouble before, but hopefully this episode will show that I have learned from those mistakes and that I am better at the game now. Who knows? Or this video might show that I still suck at Skyward Sword. I mean, I did a no-shield challenge run. I'm doing a hero mode 6-star run. Like, can we call me a Zelda pro or not? And now it's time for this fun part, which is so great, so fun. Love it to death. Oh god. Nope. Nope. No! There we go. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but genuinely shocked I got that. Genuinely shocked I got that, cause yeah. You know what? Eat it, Beamos. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to deal with them. I do not want to deal with them in this video. I don't want to deal with them anymore for this temple. Now hold on, before I even move anymore. Die. I think there's one more Beamos in this room. Unless there actually isn't. If there's no more Beamos in this room, then awesome. We cleared everything. And what do you know? There is a Beamos. I don't even want to mess with them. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want to mess with them. I don't want to risk it. I mean, I'm quite literally... If there was an enemy in this game that would not one-shot you on 2 hearts on hero mode, then an enemy will absolutely one-shot me out considering I'm on 1 heart. Like, this is dangerous territory right here, but here is the boss key. Now we're ready to get the lickety-split hell out of here and make our way to the boss door and end things off. And now, my friends, it is time for the boss of the sand ship. Beamos, you can die because I don't like you, and I don't want you existing anywhere near me while I insert this boss key. Anyway, it's time for the end of this, guys. It is time for the end of this temple. If I can do this properly, that would be great. Oh, I almost had it. Almost. There we go. And yeah, as lately I have a look of an octopus. That's because this boss is quite literally that. An octopus. One that looks like it came from Monsters, Inc. and merged with Zelda. Who knows how? I don't know. Did they have a secret collaboration? Who knows? Anyway, It's time for the boss, the sand ship, get ourselves a second Sacred Flame, then we're off for the final Sacred Flame of this playthrough. Well, of the game. And if I was gonna let you know here, warning, this is kind of a point of no return. Yeah, evil, yeah. 98% my ass. It's the boss. It's time to face the boss of the sand ship, once and for all. And now, for the very fun part, we just gotta shoot its freaking eye. Yeah, fun times. You gotta shoot its eye and then come on down and go absolutely ham on it. And that's this boss. Attack tentacles that come out of pretty much the ground while we're standing on, and then after that, shoot its eyeball, and then rinse and repeat. And then a box comes down. Yeah, it's very self-explanatory. Especially if you know this game very well, you can sort of predict the boss. No, okay, come on, please. Yes, perfect. Okay. Now I believe for the final arrow shot to move on to the second phase, this fun. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're fun. Okay. There we go. Holy. Please, there we go. Second phase. Now time for the easy part. I like to consider the easy part. Arguably it's easier than this phase. Normally, I would not tense up during these kind of boss segments because this game has super easy bosses. Normally, I would not tense up, but you know, I'm kind of one shot. I'm kind of like one shot right now, and so if I screw up, there we go, we're done. That's it, this boss fight is done. Holy crap, we're good. Second Sacred Flame time, baby. Here we go. And there we go. The goddess sword, rather the goddess longsword, is imbued with the second Sacred Flame, giving us the... Yeah, expands its powers, yep, Yay, more dowsing spots, yay, but... Okay. And now the second Triforce piece is going to shine on his hand, because he is the hero. There you go, the one of wisdom. And yeah, now, what is our sword called? What's my sword called? A new melody. Yeah, return to Isle Songs. Yeah, now we need to return to Isle Songs. Yay. Okay, I guess the game doesn't tell us. I guess we have to go to the menu ourselves, but yeah, now it's out for the third flame in the game, the final one to end off this episode. Of course, this is not the end of the video. We still have one more to end off this episode with. But if we take a look at our menu, we have the goddess. Oh, this is the goddess white sword. Oh yeah. I said long, so yeah, this is the goddess white sword now. So pretty freaking cool. Anyway. See you guys at the Isle of Songs again. Alright, now we're here ready to learn the third song, the final song for a Sacred Flame, for, you know, Din's Flame and all that. Let's do it, let's learn this final one. I'm gonna let this one play. I'm gonna let this one play out because I love this one. This was my favorite one out of the three. I'm gonna let this one play, okay? It's my favorite one, and if you don't agree, then... I mean, it's your opinion, so I don't really care. It's your opinion on which one's your favorite, so I'm not gonna judge you for it. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that face Link just made, that's a perfect thumbnail shot right there. And yes, I'm keeping all of this in. My yapping all this, who knows, I might leave it in, I might cut it out. I keep saying that with these things, and then I wind up cutting it out most of the time. I forgot I can skip this. I'm a dumbass. I'll be right back. Alright. This time, let me not cut it out like an idiot. Let me not skip over the dang cutscene. Now, if this right here was a mini cutscene, I would skip it. But let me not skip this because, yeah, let me not skip it because I had to trek my way all the way back here for a third time. I've already trekked back here. This is the second time I've come here for this video, for this episode. But yeah, let me not skip over this. As much as I want to, let me not skip over it. I want to listen to the music, Fi. Fi, can you shut up so I can listen to Din's music? To Din's amazing music? I get it, you're trying to show off your dance moves. I appreciate it, but like, let me listen to some goddamn music. Here we go, my favorite one by far. Here, let me turn this up. I'm sorry, I have to be embarrassing, okay, y'all? It's a great song, you can't blame me. Yeah, Din's power. Again, a touch I love is how in the background, at the end there, in the background, you can hear like a little bit of the tune. I love it. Alright, now I'm gonna skip it. And now it's off for the trial gate. Now it's time for the trial gate. Low-key, I'm surprised I remembered where it was, because again, I have not played Skyward Sword in a while. I'm genuinely surprised that I remembered that's right here at Volcano Ascent. Either way, let's go ahead and do another Silent Realm, shall we? Now, something else that I must point out. Listen to this. Here, let me turn it up. Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. It plays the song that you have to learn to access the Silent Realm in the first place. When you're near the gate, it plays the tune. When you walk away, I can tell you, it fades out. And now it's back to this. And if you get close, that's such a cool detail. Tell me that is not such a neat detail Nintendo put into this game. Either way, let's freaking do this. Now, I must say, between any and all the Silent Realms, I would say this has to be kind of the trickiest in my opinion. Just in my opinion, this or Lanayru is the trickiest. Pharaon is really easy, and then the final Silent Realm, if for whatever reason... No, I don't. Fi, shut up. Now, real quick, before I begin the Silent Realm, if for whatever reason you have not played Skyward Sword, for whatever reason, if you're watching this and you have not played Skyward Sword, one, go play the damn game, watch my walkthrough, watch my playthrough on my channel. I'm pretty sure it's linked below. It might be linked below, I'm not too sure. If not, go to my main channel page and you'll find it there. Anyway, if for whatever reason you haven't played this game, I will not spoil where the final Silent Realm in this game is, but I will say the final Silent Realm has to be possibly like the easiest one of them all. It's dope. I love how I love where the final Silent Realm is located. It's like you're going back to your roots where you started your adventure. That's a little hint for you. I love it, but it has to be by far the easiest. Not that I have a problem with it, I'm just saying. But the hardest Silent Realm, in my opinion, has to be either this one or Lanayru. It has to be either this one or the desert. Because I mean, they're not that easy. Like, this one is not as easy. I mean, sure, it can be pretty freaking simple, but it's not the easiest in the world. Anyway, time to cut to each tier. Alright. Final tier. The penultimate Silent Realm in this game is done. Finally. And luckily, there's no longer a timer on the screen. However, if you do get caught by one of these guys, you gotta make a run for it. So that's the fun part. Alright. Time for the item for collecting all of the Tears of the Elden region. This item is going to be the Fire Shield Earrings. There you go. Now we can explore the volcano crater, which is where things really get interesting. And now here we are in the crater. At this point, I'm just going to cut and then update you guys, like just cut in the video to when I make it to a significant part, because like there's no point in showing all of this off every time I play this game. Now at this point, we gotta pour water into frogs' mouths and then take away the flames, and then in we go to the temple itself. This has to be kind of my least favorite portion of the game, because this is my least favorite portion of the game, because at this point we have to snipe bokoblins and protect a certain robot who is not very kind to us. We have to protect a certain robot in order for us to, you know, get into the temple. And yeah, now we need the robot to clear up this amount of water, which is going to be so fun. At this point, it is off to Pharaon, and then back here. So see you guys in a bit. Now let's get this, and the water dragon's gonna question us, probably. Yeah. Oh yeah, wait, we gotta talk to the water dragon. Yeah, right. Alright, call him. See you guys at the volcano, where pain and suffering shall commence. I hate this guy and I hate this quest, for the record. This quest just, I hate it, because this guy is such a dick. Now Guy has the audacity to enter before us without us giving him direction on where to drop off the basin in the first place. Yeah, this guy, the audacity on this robot. The audacity on this robot is crazy, and my hood and my jacket doesn't want to cooperate. Anyway, yeah. I'm not gonna bother showing this part off. See you guys at the top. See you guys when we're ready to enter the temple. And now, after that semi-long segment with bringing Skipper all the way here, now, yeah, he just drops it, and there you go. Now we can enter the fire sanctuary for the final flame. Yeah. He's such a simp. Bro is such a robotic simp. There we go. Yeah, I could not give two shits less about Skipper. Alright. Upgraded my bow, now we're good to go. At least I would hope and think. Here's your friendly mole representative, Gold. Yeah, on a quest. Yeah, now... Yup. Thanks. Yup. Now he wants us to holler one of his guys. We're gonna get new digging mitts. In this temple, we're also gonna get new digging mitts, which is pretty freaking nice. But I feel there's not much for me to show off in this temple, to be honest. There's not really much that I care to need to show off. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, this is the whole temple. There, I don't gotta show off anything now. I'm sorry, I had to. And this is one of the mini bosses of this temple. One of which, there's a second one, which is the same thing, but just two instead of one. Then you'll see what I mean. Yeah, two of these little hands instead of one. That's what I mean. They're interesting, to say the least. Now here's a fun section. I'm gonna show you guys why this is so easy. You might be like, oh no, a new Lizalfos. This is actually a cursed Lizalfos. It's not hard at all. Bye-bye, buddy. Yeah. Easiest Lizalfos fight of my life. And then there's this guy who we need to save. Yeah, the moles are all over the place in this temple. Like they love the lava. What can I say? They're basically the equivalent of the Gorons. in this game. Because, you know, we don't got... I mean, we do got Gorons in this game, but... I don't know. These guys are like a new introduction into the Zelda series. But we never see them really again after Skyward Sword, so I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. Nintendo just decided to eradicate them, I guess. And here is the other mini-boss I was talking about. Yes, I like to think that these lava hands are the mini-boss of the Fire Sanctuary. I mean, they act like a mini-boss. I mean, they're not the easiest things to fight in the world, but they're not too bad either. I mean, they're pretty stinking easy. All you want to do is just run around till they try and come up out of the lava down below, and then you toss this. Shit, I kind of screwed up there. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, that. We don't talk about that. And there you go, you harden it. And there you go. There's one. And yeah, as you can tell, it tried to grab me, so... You want to not get too close to them, but you want to get close enough to throw the water pulp thing at them. Give me a helping hand, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now it's time for you to say bye. You gotta be kidding me. And this one. And there you go. It's done. And that's the second mini-boss of this temple. Very easy. Not hard at all. And now it's also time to save our mole buddy here. And this is actually how... I guess the game just wants me to use the whip for whatever reason. But this gives us our moment upgrade. So, yup. And yeah, now he's going to give us these. Which is the upgrade to our mitts, allowing us to burrow underground. And burrowing underground is kind of a key thing with this temple. It's one of the more important things in this temple. And now you got the magma mitts. Now we can dig into holes. And literally be a magma, pretty much. And now the game pans to this. Yes, this is the later portion of the temple, what I like to call it the later half. Now we burrow into here, and yeah, now this is where the fun part comes in. In some rooms, you might need to hit one of these switches, and others, it really depends. Yeah, this one, just hit it. Others, it'll be more of a puzzle, like, oh, what gate, which one do I hit, so I can move the gate this way to open up this path. Gets slightly more complicated, not crazily, but certainly more. Remember that part I just talked about with opening the doors in the right order, the right way? Well, this is what I meant. Yeah, these doors right here are what I meant. It can get sort of tricky, not really necessarily, but it gets to a certain level. No, actually, I think it wants to do it now. Yeah, it wants to do it now to put the water in the frog's mouth. So here's the fun part. Yeah, super simple puzzle overall. Not a hard puzzle at all. Like, you just hit one switch, then hit the next. It's not tough whatsoever. Anywho, now I believe what we want to do is pop a bomb right here. As if you couldn't tell, well, you can't exactly, we don't have the map yet, but if we did have the map, it'd show this. It's a bumpable wall, because there's a hidden pathway. Yeah, there's a hidden path. Now, I believe, I'm pretty sure you get the dungeon map from this guy. Pretty sure you get the dungeon map from this dude, but yeah. This will, yeah, it's a C. I mean, we already exposed the hidden room by throwing a bomb at it. This dungeon map would have showed you that hidden room. As you can tell, yeah, it would have shown us the hidden room, but, you know, I kinda showed it myself. Because I've played this game before, so... Oh, and here's the new enemy, which is going to be the sorta mini-boss of this place. It's a new one and an interesting one. It has like a odd butt. It's kind of funky, gotta be honest. And there you go, easy peasy. You don't have to kill him, at least this one, but I feel like it okay. Judge me for it, I dare you. And then there's this section. This one is an interesting one. It's very interesting, I'll say, because this guy, you got to chase this guy and pretty much play tag with him. And there you go, not hard whatsoever. Yeah, he thinks you're a green monster like Bokoblin, I'd imagine. I don't even know if those exist in Zelda. But, yeah, there you go. Now we do this. And now we gotta run. Now we have to run. Yeah, it's not that bad at all. It's really super simple. You just escape and then the lava comes pouring out, and now... well, now... you've got some lava flowing, and now you're set and ready to go to use a platform to move on. Now here's the true final stretch of this temple. This is the true final stretch. Now if you look, yeah, there's the boss door. Over there, that's pretty much... no, that's not where we came from, but it's a part that we can't really do anything about quite yet. Though... this is what you want to do. The one who's sleeping is the one you want to go for. Lizard head, whatever, wake up. And yeah, magical platformer is gonna appear. Yeah, magical platform's gonna appear. That's a dope detail. I actually love that part of this area. And yeah, now two of the cursed Lizalfos are here. Fun, fun. And boom's dead. Alright. Now time for the real fun part. Okay, buddy. Play rude, I dare you. And you're dead. There we go. Pretty simple stuff. Now we're ready for, I believe, the boss key. If we take a look, yeah. Now we're ready for the boss key, everybody. And now, this is where you get the boss key. This is where you get the boss key. If I die at this point in the temple, I am genuinely going to be so disappointed. Second one is right here. And you just press them in the order you find just by holding down ZL so you can see the order. So, yeah, it's super simple. And there we go. Now it's unlocked, but here comes the fun part. Yeah, now we have to... now this guy we actually have to fight. We have to fight this guy. And just like that, we are done. Worm is murdered. Worm is gone. And that's that. That is the end of this for us. So, yay. And there we go, the mysterious crystals. Kind of fitting, because, you know, Girahim is the mysterious, like, he has diamonds appear all around him. Or rhombuses. So, it's fitting for a Girahim boss in this temple. Anyway. Here's that pathway that I said before we couldn't access. So yeah, now we come back through this way. Now it's time to finish this temple. Now I will say, before we get into this boss fight, if I die to Girahim in this fight, I am going to... I'm trying to think of a good measure to make sure that I don't biff this fight. Here, I'll make it up as I fight him. How about that? Make it even tougher on myself. So there. How is that for y'all? I'll delete my main file. How about that? I will delete my main file. If I die in this fight. Second phase, baby! Again, these are easy fights. These are easy. And there we go! I got down to one shot. I don't have to delete my main file. I don't have to delete my main file of Skyward Sword. Yay, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. But yeah, I beat him, didn't die, got down to one shot, but that's because I decided to go reckless for like literally no reason. Either way, that's it for the Fire Sanctuary. Now for the final Sacred Flame to end off this video. Alright, y'all know what time it is. Time for the final Sacred Flame to transform our blade into a Master Sword. Here goes nothing, peeps. This has been really fun. I will say the parts I'm not looking forward to for the remainder of this series is the imprisoned fights. I'm not looking forward to it. I hate the imprisoned. I'm not looking forward to it. With 6 hearts, yeah, it's gonna be a struggle bus. Alright, Fi. Blast away! Blast the red flames at me. Just don't hit me, please. Hit the sword. I'm all, you know, hit the sword. Just don't hit me, okay? Watch your aim. Okay? Just don't smack me. Okay, close call, but remember, Fi, don't smack me. Smack the sword. Imbue it with the power of Din's flame. And yes, I'm making bad puns on purpose, because I'm leaving all this in. This is a Sacred Flame episode. I gotta leave every Sacred Flame animation in, you know? Can't cut it out of the video. I can't cut it out in editing. I mean, I suppose I could, but I'm gonna. And voila! Fi, don't even bother to speak. Fi, can I? Shut up, Fi. I love how you can skip her dialogue like that. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Sorry for taking like a few months to get together on this video. It just, with all these other brand new games I've been playing lately, I've been recording this every now and then. I've been recording this game for this challenge run every now and again, but with the Song of the Hero and then the final segment of this game to the finale being not nearly as lengthy as Sacred Flame section, the episodes should be less infrequent. I can't guarantee it, but the episodes should be more frequent for the remainder of this challenge run. I don't know, though. I can't give a guaranteed timeline for this. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this episode. Subscribe if you're new. You want to see more Skyward Sword challenge runs and generally more Zelda content. Subscribe. Hopefully you all enjoyed this one, and I hope you all enjoyed. I put a lot of effort in this video. I put a lot of effort into this episode. I put a lot of effort into editing these down, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys look forward to the next one with the Song of the Hero segment, as what's up next is literally the Song of the Hero into then the final temple, then the end of the game. So we're close. We are close. I wanted to include all Sacred Flames in this one video because I didn't want to do like the whole separate episode as one Sacred Flame per video. It felt like a waste to me, to be honest. Anyway, this video has probably been long enough. I don't know how long it is, but it's hours. It is hours of footage. This is like 4 to 5 hours of footage I'm going to be editing down. So, yeah, granted, it's going to be a lot of massive cuts in each segment, but it's going to be 4 to 5 hours of footage. Hope you guys look forward to the finished product. Hopefully this finished part you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time, whenever the next episode is. I don't know when it's going to be out. I don't know when. We'll see. See you next time with Song of the Hero. Peace out.